So pilots in the United States have fantastic training, lots of hours required. What one pilot told me is the planes are so advanced and automatic that we've stopped teaching pilots how to fly, how to hand fly is the term they use. They don't know what to do when something goes wrong. Does that spell more trouble for the future?
Well, I think it does give us some thoughts about how we think about pilot training for the future. You know, it's good for us to continue to bring technology and capabilities to our airplanes. We're always focused on how do we provide airplanes that are best in the hands of our pilots and giving them every tool they need to fly the airplanes well. Sometimes that's technology, sometimes it's how we train and educate. But what we're seeing is that global travel is expanding rapidly. We expect the global airplane fleets to double in size over the next 20 years.
So that's a lot of new pilots. Do you worry about pilots abroad?
Well, the world will need about 1.5 million new pilots and aviation technicians over the next 20 years.
That must be very frightening for you, like your name's on the plane.
It's an important part of what we do. So not only do we have a responsibility to design, build, and support safe airplanes, we also work with our customers around the world on training. And it's not just pilot training, it's maintenance training, it's every dimension of how those operations work. And I think our role for the future will continue to expand in that area. We have a responsibility not just for airplane safety, as important as that is, but more broadly, global aviation safety, the entire ecosystem. And this is where we work with our great customers around the world to make sure we're giving pilots and technicians and the maintenance personnel, flight attendants, everybody, all the tools that they need.
So for my colleagues who are writing news stories, you're saying that the Boeing company is going to take more of a hand in training, which in the past would have been left more to your customers.
Yeah. We have a large training business today that we do jointly with our customers. But I would expect it to expand.
And will you insist on it?
Yeah, and we will. In fact, we're already making investments. And these are things where we can invest in areas where our customers will gain benefit from this. So as we're expanding our services business, as you know, we launched Boeing Global Services as a new business now almost 2 years ago. One of the elements of that is our training business. And as we invest in that business, we always look at it through the lens of what adds customer value. So working with our airline customers around the world, we all see a need to add investment to training and education and bringing advanced technology to how we do that. We have a responsibility to do that. That responsibility is going to grow, and as an industry, we all work together on global aviation safety. We don't compete on safety when it comes to the aerospace industry. I think that's one of the reasons flying on an airplane is by far the safest way to travel in the world, is because as an industry, we all work together on safety. We don't compete on safety. And so we continue to raise the bar as an industry. We have a responsibility to help make that happen. We have a big role to play, and we're going to increase our level of effort there.